Good afternoon, welcome, it's Anna here. And I'm back with Ludwig and Elisabeth, which is the name of this journal. Since you saw it last time, a few things have happened. I have reinforced the head and foot here of the spine with some lace because they were starting to crumble and I wanted them to be nice and strong, so they are now reinforced. I have also sewn in the signatures. I can't remember if I showed you the first page or not. I have did a little collage with a vintage letter and a fussy cut from a magazine and a flower and a label. And I think that turned out quite cute. And I have used some linen or cotton fabric actually, to sew the signatures in. And I think it's a lovely, lovely journal. But she needs, or they need, end papers, right? I beg your pardon. I have a bit of a cold, starting to have a cold and sniffling a bit. And I hope I can try not to while I do this film. I have been waiting for a few days, but it doesn't get better. And now I didn't want to wait anymore. So what I did was that I took my reminiscence books full of papers, and let me see if I can find the one I found. Where is it? Here? Yeah. I have these reminiscence, the book. I have almost every one of them, and they are double-sided cardstock and double-sided sheets in 120 GSM. So and they are 7.5 by 10 inches. So they're quite a nice size, and the same paper is both in thinner paper and in thicker. So, and I was going through this, well, not just this, but all of my books, and I actually found a paper that I liked, or two papers actually. Excuse me. I found these. They are prints of old ledgers, sort of, and on the back nothing special to me anyway. So I was thinking these will be the end papers for the journal, and they are a bit big, so I'm gonna have to cut them down a bit, a little bit on the height and a little bit on the side. So I'm gonna start by measuring and cutting. I'm going to do some inking, and I will have to decide if I want a pocket or not, and if I want to do some sewing or not. Okay, but first, coffee. Lovely. So I'm getting my ruler out, and I live in Sweden, so we have the metric system, and I want these to be at least 24.5 centimeters. I'm having my little notepad here. I'm writing this down by, let's say, 16.5. It's better to cut them down again than to have them too small. Excuse me. I'm just gonna see if the back is the same size, because it's not always so. This one, the end papers, the old end papers are going down further, so I have to make this 24.7. Good thing I measured. About 16.5. Okay. So let's cut them up. I'm using my trusty cutter from Fiskars. Cutting off the strip there. this can be used for something, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna keep it in my stash of paper scraps. And the reason why I cut that side is that I want that stamp to be left. And which side do I want to cut here? Same maybe? Yes. I think so. Okay. So I'm just going to check the height, the width now. Oh, here I didn't know the collage, the little ephemera, and this is, she's actually fussy cut out of a fashion magazine, a German fashion magazine from 1875. It's 150 years old, so she is in absolute gorgeous shape, I think. So I'm just going to check. Yeah, that will be good, I think. I'm checking the front. I'm so happy with this journal. It turns out so great. So great. And let's do the front. This one was 24.5, so it doesn't have to be as high as the other one. Let's get rid of this. Put it back. This will be quite a short video, I think, because I can feel that I am not well enough. Oh, yes, I am, but I am not liking this cold. So, and I also, the brads that I put the vintage cabinet card with, I have covered them with washi tape so that they won't get caught in something. This is actually perfect size. You still see a little bit of the edge there, but I don't mind. Let's put it the right way up, right? Should we? Okay. No. There we go. Perfect. Yes, I like this. I like it a lot. So let's ink it. And I am going to use gather twigs. And I want something underneath it while I ink. And what should I use? Maybe I can use some magazine or something. Yeah, we have a magazine. One of those commercial magazines you get in your postal box. A local one. So I'm just going to touch the edges like so, to make sure we don't have any white, pure white edges, and that we have the grunginess intact, even though we have cut it a bit. Okay, lovely. Is this crooked? Or is it the paper that's crooked? That's crooked. Look at this. Good thing I noticed. Good thing I noticed. It was just a hair or two. But let's re-ink that one. So that's the back, ready to be glued in. Do I want to sew around this or not? I'm not sure. Let's do the front. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're doing better than me, because this cold is, yeah, not very fun. But many of my colleagues at work have been sick, so I am not surprised that it's my turn now. We are going, it's going around at the office, so everybody gets it eventually, I guess. Now it's my turn. There we go. And I think I want to have some kind of pocket. And I was kind of thinking that I might want a doily. I have been picking out a few. Let's see how it looks after I finish my coffee. There we go. So I have 3 of them. I have 3 different doilies. And I was planning on sewing them, one of them on like that, and letting some of it hang out on the side and the bottom, and then maybe we can make a little fold and put a safety pin here. That's a fun pocket, but I'm not sure I like that one. It's a bit thick. Then I have this one, much thinner. That's actually quite cute. Still, we can fold some of it down or not. And my third option is a bit more beige. It's not as white. This one, and it's not as compact either. Maybe I can do that one. This is hard. This is really hard. Do I want a pocket? Yes, I want a pocket, but do I want a doily pocket? This one is not an option. That's the name. That's the word, not an option. And how about this one? This one blends in better. This one stands out more. I want this one. Okay, and that means that I need to do some sewing around this. And I think I'm gonna switch to light thread, beige maybe, and because I have had black all through the journal. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I can use the black. I can use the black. I just decided. So I'm gonna go and sew around both of them, both front and back, because I can, and I think it's nice. And I think I'm gonna glue this one down first though. What do I want? What glue? My fabric tack is running low, really low. Question is if I can get anything out of this bottle anymore. I can try. Well, something is coming out, but it's really thick. And I don't mind. I don't need much glue. I just need some to keep this glued down until I can sew it. Is it anything in here anymore? Holding it up to the light. It's here. And the other bottle is going to be chucked because it's stiff, doesn't move. Okay, toss that one out. Okay, so let's put this on. Trying to see which way is this way is out and about. Okay. Okay, kind of stuck. I'm gonna pause you guys and I'm going to go and sew this, and I will be back in for you a second, for me a bit longer, and I will show you what we have and we can glue them down. Okay, be right back. There we go, I am back. So I didn't have the energy to change the lace, not the lace, the thread to something beige, so I took the black and I think it turned out great. Don't you think so? And that hair can go away. Someone with black hair has had this doily, not me, I have red hair. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to flatten out the stitches, and when I have done that I am going to knot the threads, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but when the needle has punched through, it has pushed all the paper up. So let's see how that, let's do it on this side. It looks a bit more, a bit better if you do this. So I'm just using the edge of my bone folder and pushing them down. Could do it on this side as well, just for extra. And my sewing machine probably needs to have its inställningar, what's that? Probably needs to be adjusted a bit so that it gets better. The tension is strong, I think. It's really old, really old. I believe it's older than me. More than 50 years old, and it is in need of some love and care, so I need to turn it into a service somewhere. It's an old Husqvarna sewing machine, Husqvarna 2000, big steel one, a big chunk, but I love it, and I purchased it when I started studying away from home many years ago, as a second-hand one. Let's see, I want to pull the threads to the back, and then I'm gonna knot them. These two will be knotted together. If I can get them. There we go. Left over right, right over left. There we go. And then I'm going to take this one and get it through to the back. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can. Let's see if I can move it. Doesn't want to. Have I knotted the wrong ones? No, here it is. There we go. Trying to make it come up. Why does it want to come to the other side? There we go. Let's do it on this side then. I got tangled in something. I will still leave them hanging because I love dangly threads, and if you are the new owner of this journal, you can always just cut the threads off if you don't like them, because I have knotted them and I'm just going to cut a piece of them off. There we go. Lovely. Could have done it down there if I had thought of it, but never mind. So once again, I'm just flattening the thread. This will be one of those videos where you just have one project. The end papers. So when this journal is finished, I have to make some more ephemera and put in the pockets. But when it's finished, I am going to make a flip through, probably in the weekend. And when that is done, I will put her up in my Etsy shop and see if anyone is interested. I can ship to the US and I can ship everywhere in the world actually. So if you are, as long as it's not too heavy, I think, but too expensive, and I have decided to keep the prices down a bit so that I don't cross that line. There we go. Nice threads. I love that. That's so cute. And as I said, could always fold it down and put a pin there. Not a pin. What's it called? Safety pin. That's the word. Thank you. Thank you, whoever it was that shouted to at your screen that it was a safety pin. Yes, that is looking lovely. And in the back, we have that. Perfect. So let's start in the back. Once again, let's get the magazine out. I have my bookbinding glue. I have a silicone makeup brush. And let's go right ahead and put on some glue. So that's what I have left with this journal. Some ephemera, and then we will be doing the flip through. Then I also have the grungy dark journal. That will also be finished soon, I think. No, it won't. I have a little bit left in that one. And oh, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, I have a little bit left on that one, but I'm hoping to be finished soon because we soon have October. And then I have also been working on a, speaking of October, a full autumn style journal, which is actually called October. Oh no, what have I done now? Oops. So that is almost done. It's the signatures are in the book press, and I will sew it together, and then I will have a flip through. My secret fall journal, and it's gorgeous. And I'm guessing that it's almost time to start the Christmas journals. I have seen several junk journal creators that has started on the Christmas journals. And I'm trying to make this straight-ish. There we go. And I'm going to use my handy dandy tool to flatten it out. Beautiful. And then when I have done this, I'm going to put some paper in between here, because when this dries, this paper might get a bit wobbly, and I don't want that, so that's going to happen. And now I'm going to glue down this. Perfect. I'm just going to do like that, so that we don't accidentally get glue on this one. So that's plenty of glue. Maybe it's too much. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it's time to start Christmas journals. Last year I did a few one signature Midori style journals, and I thought they could be good for December dailies. They didn't sell, so I'm going to put them back up, and I'm gonna make a little package with things that you can use in them because they're naked journals, and you know, some numbers and some stickers maybe, or whatever, and they can be quite cheap. And if anyone wants to do a December daily, it's a good start. You don't have to make your own journal. But I am going to make all my hardcover journals sold last Christmas. So I think I'm going to... I haven't decided if I want to make 2 or 3 hardcover journals this year. At least 2. I have a few covers that I want to use. I have the big music book that I thrifted last week, I believe. Was it the week before? Big red thick book. That's going to be a marvelous Christmas journal. And then I have also found some a bit more grungy journals, and I have also a smaller one, really small one with lots of gold on it, a French novel that I think I'm gonna try to make a new spine for that one, or I'm gonna make a ring bound. I haven't decided. So I'm gonna try and get that inside of the pocket to make sure it doesn't lift. Yeah. That's gorgeous. I think that is gorgeous. Oh, look at it. And I have a few other tabs here as well, and I might put even more in now that I have gotten that lace there. Oh, pretty. I am super happy. So yeah, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It didn't turn out as short as I wanted it to be, but hey, that's life. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me do like this. Oh, pretty. And say hi down below. I will say hi back, I hope. But I will be back soon with another video. We will have the use it or lose it on Wednesday, if nothing else. I also have another thrift haul to film from the Saturday, when I went out with my dear colleague and friend and did some thrifting, among other things. Yeah, I love how this turned out. Great end papers, lovely pockets, and love it all. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.